So now liberals and conservatives are all getting on board this criminal justice reform, even though many of them live in one of the most truly dangerous cities in America, Washington, D.C. And it's dangerous not just because of the level of crime, but it's also dangerous because of the denial, deceit, and delusion surrounding it, the little bubble that everybody in D.C. lives in, which most people there believe that black people are relentless victims of relentless white racism all the time, everywhere. That explains everything. So they figure that, hey, they're down with the cause is going to be down with them. They take chances with their life and the safety of themselves and their family without knowing how dangerous their town really is. But sometimes things pop up in the newspaper, they pop up on TV, that even the most dedicated denier cannot ignore.
The story that should make you mad. Several men attacked a blind man with a seeing eye dog on a busy Red Line metro train this morning, all because the victim bumped into them. Tonight, police released these pictures of the man's attackers, and hopefully you can help police identify them. Fox 5's Evan Lambert is live tonight in Northeast with the latest. Evan?
Sean, police say this all started at the Rhode Island Avenue metro station. That is apparently where the blind man boarded a train with a seeing eye dog. He apparently bumped into two men. And then, according to police, those men launched into a verbal and physical assault. Others did come to the victim's defense. I spoke to a witness who described the chaos. She did not want to show her face.
Every guy on the train was trying to punch these guys out because they were assaulting a blind man, and he had only bumped into them accidentally, and they're like, hey, you bumped into me, and just verbal assault. And there was an old lady sitting next to him, and they verbally assaulted her, and then it just started a rumble.
And here are the pictures of the men, again, that Metro Transit Police put out. They say that these are the men that assaulted that blind man. Police say things escalated when the train arrived at Noma Gallaudet station, and according to witnesses, became an all-out brawl when people tried to protect the blind man from the pushing and shoving from the suspects. A woman pulled out her phone and tried calling police, but the suspects tried taking it away from her, according to the police report. Police say the victim was not injured and did not need medical attention. Now, according to Metro crime statistics, as of October, aggravated assaults are actually down 16% compared to last year.
First tonight at ABC 7 exclusive, an arrest after a brutal Thanksgiving Day attack.
The victim telling our Stephen Cheetah he believes the attack on U Street Northwest was a hate crime. Tonight, that victim is telling his story only on 7.
It happened fast, 5:30 Thanksgiving night. A shout, then a flurry of fists.
He yelled something about white man, and I turned around and looked at him, and then came up and just wound up and clocked me, and I fell down, and he clocked me again.
The victim won't show his face, so the suspect can't take satisfaction from seeing the injuries he inflicted.
He knew he could do anything he wanted to, and I was helpless.
This assault a short distance from where several individuals savagely beat two gay men in April. The victim also gay, but he believes the suspect targeted him for his race. He says the man made it clear he attacked out of hate.
Because he immediately said white boy and white mother and white stuff like that. White.
The victim has lived in D.C. for decades, but for the first time, he says a simple walk through his neighborhood is wrought with fear.
It's rampant. I have multiple friends that have been attacked. One of my best friends, he got beat up and hit so bad that he had to have brain surgery twice.
So here's the question that people in Washington, D.C. are asking themselves, probably not anyone else. They're saying, wow, how is this criminal justice reform going to change that? How is it going to change people punching gay people in the face? How is it going to change people attacking blind people on a train? Do you think you're going to change that? Do you think there's some magic bullet, some little magical social program where you can stop somebody from attacking a blind man? Up the road in Philadelphia, we're starting to learn about what the players are doing with the big settlement the NFL gave them last year. Remember that? The NFL were in talks with the players' union because the NFL didn't, wanted to work something out where the players wouldn't really be kneeling down all that much. So the players figured out that, yeah, $100 million will pretty much take the sting out of all this racial oppression that we're suffering that forces us to kneel down for the national anthem. So they divvied up $100 million to different groups, and each team got a chunk of money, too, to use as they see fit to promote racial justice, to promote criminal justice reform. In Philadelphia, the players got together, and they're using their money, that the $100 million chunk of their Eagles chunk that they got, they're using their money to bail 9 people out of jail.
Earlier this year, DA Larry Krasner implemented a policy that eliminated cash bail for 25 categories of crimes. The effort reduced the county jail population by nearly 25%.
It did not cause any new crime whatsoever.
Jenkins says he and the Players Coalition and their partners have something to prove.
Incarceration is not helping. That, in fact, we need to take funds and invest in people, invest in communities, give them opportunities, and that will keep our communities safe.
And they'll take the lead with those on the ground by investing in people, not prisons.
9 people out of jail. The papers, they gave us a long story. Oh, yeah, this is happening. That's happening. Oh, yeah, these Eagles are great. They didn't tell us the names of the 9 people. They didn't tell us what they were in jail for. But they didn't have to, because the Philadelphia paper and the Philadelphia Eagles are in lockstep on this with members of the Philadelphia City Council, the mayor, and the district attorney. They're all on the same page. The only reason a whole bunch of black people are in jail or prison is because they are victims of relentless white racism all the time, everywhere. That explains everything.
Please, sir, I want some more.
It also explains why so many otherwise sensible people in Washington and Philly and lots of other places, they're just not going to make the black kids angry.